The D Plan is Dartmouth's completely unique academic calendar. Rather than traditional semesters, Dartmouth's year is divided into 4 quarters called terms, timed with the seasons: fall, winter, spring, and summer. The swimming season begins during the fall term and overlaps into the winter term, keeping spring term open for unique opportunities such as studying abroad, completing internships, or doing research all over the world. The D Plan is the only system in Division I that allows swimmers and divers to take advantage of these opportunities without missing a moment of the NCAA season. Today we will meet some members of the Dartmouth swimming and diving team and hear about their experiences, both here and abroad.
I'm a 12 on the team right now, which means I'm going to be a senior this coming year.
Hi, my name is Mike Brown. I'm a graduating senior on the diving team from Newton, Massachusetts. Came up here 4 years ago and been diving for 4 years.
I'm Elizabeth Kamai. I'm a 12 on the swim team, and I'm an environmental studies major, so I went on the ENVS FSP foreign study program.
Hi everybody, my name is Matt Stump. I'm a 12 at Dartmouth College. I'm captain of the men's swimming team here for next year.
Perspective on life, I definitely would take it back for the world. I'm so happy that I was able to travel abroad with the D Plan, and I'm really happy I was able to finish out that swim season. It was probably my best season I've had in school so far. Had some best times, had some great experiences that season. Love being at Dartmouth. Come to Dartmouth and swim here.
So we're the only really institution that you can come, commit yourself for 4 years swimming and diving, really give everything you have, but also say, be a tour guide on campus, study abroad, do internships in different times. And really what allows us to do that is something we have here called the Dartmouth Plan. So the Dartmouth Plan was actually invented by a diver back in the 70s, and it cuts the school year into 4 quarters. And so you're on your entire freshman year, your entire senior year, and your sophomore summer. So that sophomore summer is absolutely your best term on campus. You're hanging out with your friends, you're allowed to train on your own on campus. It's really an amazing time in Hanover. And that gives you 2 off terms to kind of do what you want. And so you have your full competitive season, and we have NCAA regionals, and right after that meet, I've had a spring term, both my sophomore and junior year, to kind of do what I wanted to do. So my sophomore year, I went to Paris and actually studied with the French department and finished my French minor abroad. I trained with a couple French coaches over there, and really got a full study abroad experience while not at all affecting my training or my competing. Came back for sophomore summer, as I said, best term I've ever had on campus. Senior spring was a close rival, and went into my junior year, did my full competitive season, and then right after NCAA regionals again, I actually moved to New York instead of coming back to school. And I did an internship at a law firm that only hires Dartmouth undergraduates, and that's actually where I'm going back to work as a paralegal next year. System, you can fully study abroad, fully do these internships that maybe some of your friends are doing who aren't athletes, and you get that full experience while at the same time competing on the highest level you can possibly do in the country. And so you have an extremely hard-working swimming and diving team, completely doing everything at Division I level, while also, when you're outside of the pool, getting involved in everything else that Dartmouth offers. And that's really why Dartmouth's really a special choice.
I've always been interested in studying global environmental problems and the relationship between the environment and human health. And Dartmouth just had this amazing opportunity to go travel the world, go to Africa. I don't know when I would ever be able to go there again, and study what I love. Same as spending a term on campus. I think there are a couple extra fees, but financially it covers everything if you need it. This was entirely in English. We learned a ton about human-environment interactions, land use issues. We got to see several safaris and see giraffes and elephants up close. It was so cool. We drove through a herd of buffalo at one point, and so it really made me appreciate what I still want to learn and discover about my own home, let alone everywhere else. I was drawn to Dartmouth because not only the foreign study programs, but also the ability to research, do a lot of undergraduate research. And I managed to do both while I've been here, as well as swim. It's really been an amazing experience because of the D Plan. I can swim, I can compete competitively, I can swim competitively and score points at Ivies, and I still managed to go to Africa for a term, be on campus for sophomore summer, which was amazing, and this term I've been doing research at the medical school that's going to pave the way for my environmental studies honors thesis next year.
I elected to go to Granada, Nicaragua, and work for a nonprofit educational NGO. While I was there, I was a teacher and a coach and a tutor and did all kinds of stuff. It was really awesome, totally crazy experience. Never expected to be coming to college and then switching from classes one day to walking around rural Nicaragua the next day. So it was a pretty unique experience. And I actually got funding from an organization on campus called the Tucker Foundation that paid for my entire experience for my 10 weeks down there because it was an international and a service trip. And there's tons of organizations on campus that'll pay for domestic service trips or international education, microfinance, any kind of different things. There's a lot of funding for that kind of stuff. It's just kind of a shot in the dark. I didn't expect to go there, and it's not exactly a long-term thing for me. And that's okay. I don't plan to make a career out of NGO work, I don't think. But it was a good experience, good exposure to the world, and I'm very glad I did it. I mean, it actually sort of disqualified some things in my mind from what I wanted to be doing later, so in that sense it was good too. Ironically, I was very interested in doing an academic program, which I didn't end up doing, which a lot of people do. I think something like 60% go abroad doing Dartmouth run academic terms, which I didn't do because it just didn't work out that way, and I'm okay with that. What the D plan does is doesn't send you away to do things. It gives you flexibility to do things, and I chose to stay here because I enjoy being here on campus, and that's that flexibility that it provides. You can stay, you can leave. So.